Hello. Everyone, please turn on your videos. Hey, good morning, Lorenza. Okay. Hey guys, how are you all? How was this week? Anyone want to unmute and just go?
It was good for me and you, ma'am.
Yeah, it was great too.
We love when you guys ask that kind of stuff. It's really nice.
Yay. Okay, so as people are dropping in, how about just drop in the chat. What are you feeling right now? In one word, whatever you're feeling.
Can I send?
You can't hear me. Kelsey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, and see happy. Oh wow. I love when people say they're happy. Yes. What about yes, happy, curious. Ooh, 4th of July. Yeah. Lorenza is excited. Guys, please turn on your videos. Okay. All right. So before we begin anything, let's get your heart racing. I want all of you in 15 seconds, go and grab something blue.
It is a race. That was Tara didn't have to reach very far to find that
Okay.
shirt up there for display.
Yes. Okay. Now you go and grab something bumpy. Whitney has a pen. Okay.
Good
What's
texture.
that, Nathi? That's a key, right? Right. Remote control, calculator. Yay.
True bumpy. Actually, yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. How about you go and get something fuzzy?
It's harder.
I see a teddy bear. Yes. Yes, Nathi. Oh, I see a dog also.
My sister's puppy.
Yeah.
I'm the
All
official
right.
dog watcher.
Okay. Now go and grab something amazing. Jenna, what's that?
It's a battery.
Okay. Okay. Whitney has a book. Is it a book? Yes, Nathi's pillow. Okay. People love pillow, right? Yay. Now I hope that all of your, you are set in for our contest tonight. All right. Now, before moving on, I want to help you all take some time and make sense of what we've done for the last 2 weeks. So, the last 2 weeks were mainly about understanding your emotions and reflecting upon your own life. So, you did it in the platform also, and when you had your mentor calls with me. Your emotions and your life events, they drive the passion, something that you connected to. When you understand what you're connected to, it helps you understand what your passion is, and that passion would help you with the project that you're going to do at the School of Future. Okay. So before we get into serious business stuff that might happen from the next week when we start design thinking, we really wanted all of you to, get in touch with your emotions, your feelings and passions, and identify that what you connect to. And this contest also rests on the same idea. So now let's move on to our traditional speed zooming. You know the drill, right? Question, go into breakout rooms, discuss, come back, discuss. Okay, the first question for all of you is, what are the kind of situations that make you feel super cool and super bossy, that you're in complete control of, I can do it, and other situations that make you really awkward? Okay, situations that make you feel in complete control of yourself and the situation, and other ones that make you feel awkward, uncomfortable. Think about it. I'm going to assign you to the breakout rooms.
Yeah. We love when you guys can reveal things like vulnerable like that. It's nice to hear from others.
Hey Safa, are you able to join the room? You are in room 2. Hello everyone, we're coming back. So Tara, which room were you in?
Room number 6.
You guys had your discussion?
Yeah, I couldn't hear Mickey's actually because by the time
Okay.
it was end of the class.
Okay. Yes, hello, welcome back. Would anyone like to share something interesting that they heard in their room?
Yeah, if I could.
Yes, Nikki.
So my friend in the room I was, she told me like, so it doesn't really always matter to her that like the place, but it's the topic of conversation, and it's something I've actually seen a lot, and I don't think we actually think about it. She said like when people talk about topics she's not comfortable with, and like I think it's very important that people actually ask people like, are you okay with this or talking about that? So yeah, that was quite um, nice to hear and very eye-opening to be honest.
Yes.
Very relatable. I definitely feel like some situations it's like, ooh, I'm interested in this topic, but I don't want to ask and say everything because I'm scared they'll judge me. And I wish I could just tell them that. Be like, look, the things I'm gonna say might not be impressive, but I wanna like be a part of this. Thanks for admitting that, Nikki.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Would anyone else like to share something? No? Yeah, all of us, we feel uncomfortable at some point of our lives. We just feel that we're not capable enough, and there is self-hatred, self-pity, everything. Everybody feels that at some point of time in their life. Okay, the next question is, what kind of shy are you? Um, uh, so, and what kind of shy are you? And, when you are stressed or when you are uncomfortable, what do you want people to tell you? In fact, let's make this a bit more interesting. Why don't you go to your rooms and make a pact with each other in the room that when you feel stressed about the soft work, then everybody else will say this to you and you'll feel better. Okay, any questions?
I love it. Help each other figure out how, when you are demotivated or stressed or feeling like bad about yourself, what can other people do to like help bring you back, make you feel okay?
Yes, go.
Hello.
Welcome back. How was it, Tiago?
It was good. I think that the things that everyone said is similar. Everyone needs to know how the people are thinking about them. Just a simple words like it's okay to struggle with something. Make someone better. Because it's okay to make mistakes and being stressed.
Yes. Yes, we want to be supportive of each other, and we want to understand that everybody goes through difficult times, and we want to be with each other throughout the journey. Would anybody else like to share what pact they made?
We made a fake blood pact.
Sorry, I didn't get you. You made a
I said we made a fake blood pact. And
okay, and
just probably talk to the other person because we don't really know what. I don't really know what motivates me because I'm not usually demotivated. I'm just tired. Like I need the energy to do something.
yeah.
So there's
Yes.
That'd be kind of cool just to put into the like general chat, like, hey guys, I need motivation today. Come get me. And like everyone else could do it. Or like, hey guys, I'm feeling shy today. Just know that. Please like give me a little bit of extra smile or like ask me questions.
Yes, that would work. So essentially we are a family, we are a community together. We all started this journey together. We want to reach the destination together. So if one person feels left out or feels that he's behind, we could all help him or her, come to pace with whatever is happening. And it's okay to feel tired, it's okay to feel stressed. We're there to help everybody. Everybody is there to help everybody.
On that note, as we're talking about how shy we are with just the 20 of us, totally okay. We're about to give you guys access to the entire SOF community for a couple reasons. All right. Number one, you eventually will be interviewing people from all cohorts from all over the world. And then eventually in your 9th, 10th, and 11th week, you will be testing your business idea out on other people. So right now, you are not at that stage yet, but you can offer yourself to meet and not really older students, but there's students graduating next week. There's students graduating in 3 weeks. You can basically, let me share my screen, but you can basically offer yourself as like a guinea pig in their project. And it's really, really powerful to do so because not only do you get to see like really interesting projects that other SOF students have made, but it's really nice to get to know somebody who's like farther along. So you can kind of be like, hey, what happens in week 6? What's it like? What is this thing? What's going to happen next? Like really, really cool to ask them a lot of questions so that you know what's coming. You'll also just become friends with some of these people. Like everyone in the community is kind of their own interesting person in their own way. But I want you guys to look at this part. There's empathy, ideate, and test. Empathy happens in your 5th week and you're going to start interviewing all kinds of people. So right now, if you want to come here, there's going to be SOF students that are like asking for a specific type of person. Like, are you the class clown? I'd love to interview you. Do you love concerts? I'd love to interview you. That kind of thing. You can find them here in empathy. In this channel called Test. There's different students who are, as I said, graduating in about 4 weeks, like Amour, Tyrone, Darren, they're all graduating. And so they're looking for students like yourself to trial their ideas. So if you are interested, if you are someone who's been mentally affected by the pandemic, Tyrone is hilarious and amazing. You can message him and say, hey, Tyrone, I'd love to participate in your project. Count me in. Tyrone might contact you to do like a one-on-one call. He might have you join the group chat. He might have you join like a Zoom session that he's going to host. But all of it is really cool because it's his baby, it's his project, and you get to see what he's done with it and give him feedback. So if you want to participate in anybody's projects, you can kind of like find them here. Or you can do what these guys are doing. They're just writing #TakeMe. And if you do that, people will message you and say, hey, participate, like I would love to have you join my group. And so that way, like other SOFRs know that you're willing and you want to participate in somebody else's like business idea. Are there any questions about that? Like I said, this is your big day. You guys have been in the program now for 2 weeks. And so now it's time that you have access to like the main SOAP server. And I'm going to put the link into your chat right now. So all you do is click it and then you will have access to everything and you can start to find people. And really important too, when you're in your final weeks, you're going to want a group of students to be in your like stakeholder group, we call it. So now you want to start like making friends with people in other cohorts and you'll connect with them for sure. And then you'll help them with their project. They'll help you with yours when your time comes. That's all about this. Like I said, like you guys can take full range to find people.
Okay.
Any questions?
Are you all able to access the server?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, good.
Kelsey, I'll move on then.
Yeah, you guys, this is something you can do later, for sure.
Yes.
Have fun with the next activity.
Yes. The next activity is called the time capsule. Noticing changes about yourself throughout your life is actually the key to, having a happy life, having a thoughtful life. And this is what we're going to do. You are going to write a letter to your future self sometime later in the 100-day journey at School of Future. And in that letter, you'll be telling yourself about whatever that you might be going through. You would have transformed in some way throughout your journey, and maybe you can recognize those changes in the journey. Whatever you feel that you would have transformed into, you can talk about those things. You might be going through a slump. Things might not be working out the way you wanted them to work out. You can address those also, and how would you be your own personal cheerleader and motivate yourself at that point of time. You can remind yourself what you love about yourself, the reasons why you joined the academy, your personal ambitions, and moreover, what you hope to be by the end of the 100 days. It is completely up to you. You can write the letter in the private Discord channel that you have with me, or you can use a pen and paper and write it. And then you will send me the picture of that letter that you've written. Okay? You have 4 minutes to write that letter down. And I can send some prompts in this chat, in the Zoom chat, to help you out. Okay? Are there any questions? No? Okay, you have 4 minutes. Please go. Start writing.
Pen and paper or typing is just fine.
I have sent some of the prompts. If you want, you can use them. Isabella, everyone is writing a letter to their future self. Uh, yes. Are we done? Do you need more time? Okay. You can take like half a minute maybe. Okay. Would anyone like to share something that you've written? It's okay if you don't want to share also. I know it's kind of private. Mm. Okay, just remember to send me the letter, and if you've written it, handwritten it, send me a pic of that letter. Okay. All right. Are we here? Can I have some videos on? I really need to know that you are here. Okay, thank you guys. Yes. Okay, so you should always remember to talk to each other and help each other throughout the journey. Now we want you to dig into some crazy memory of yours. Write down again on a piece of paper, use a paper preferably, uh, something that has made you angry in the last 1 year, and you can write as many memories as they come to you. Something that some memory, some moment that made you angry, that you remember made you angry.
Where you are writing it?
On a piece of paper.
Hi.
Hello, Nikki.
Sorry, I'm looking at someone. Never mind.
Okay, now write a time. Sorry, write some about a time when your stomach dropped. If that phrase is difficult to understand, I can give you an example. So when I was 5, my father took me to a really poor neighborhood, that are like slums in India, and when I saw those living conditions, my stomach dropped, because that was the time I saw somebody living in those pathetic conditions. So something that made your heart sink, or something of that kind of feeling made your stomach drop. Now write about a time when you witnessed a problem. Sometime that you remember, you witnessed something and you realize that this is a problem, this makes me uncomfortable, this is not right. Now write down about a time when you felt sad for someone else, not for yourself, for somebody else. Now write down about a time when you realize that problems exist, or some problem exists, or any of those problems that you saw, that you wrote about above, when you realize that yes, this is a problem and it exists. Isabella, when you realize that a problem exists, It could be when you were very young, something, way back. Yes. Now, out of all the moments that you've written above, choose one moment that you connect to or that you can remember very clearly and zoom into that moment. Suppose you are in a crime investigation scene and you have to remember every little detail of that moment and write it down. Where you were, what time of day was it, what season was it, what phase of life were you in, was it day, was it night, you were inside, outside, whom were you with, what happened exactly, and what triggered that moment, that feeling. What were you feeling before the moment happened? What were you feeling after the moment was over? Everything, every little detail that you can think of.
Hi.
Yes, you're a bit late. I'll send you into the breakout rooms and then your teammates will help you understand, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I will now send all of you into breakout rooms. What you have to do there is that this one moment that you've expanded upon, you have to tell your team members, the members in the rooms, uh, as a story. You have to explain this moment to them. And the team members, they have to help you connect that particular moment with the different problems that exist in the world. What major problems could this moment connect to? For example, if I saw a slum, it connects to poverty, it might connect to gender violence, it might connect to food scarcity, injustice, water and sanitation problems. So that is how you connect your problem with all the big problems that are there. And try to do it for every person. Wait, let me try to do it for every person who's there in the room. Okay, any questions? All right, I'm sending you into the rooms. Isabella, join your room and share this with the members in your room. You are in room 6. Hi, Whitney. How are you? Did you get a chance to talk to your the people in your room, right? You finished the exercise?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back. I know it must have been really intense. Would anybody like to share something that they heard or something about themselves? Some moments.
I'm willing to share if that's
Yes,
fine.
yes,
Okay, so me and Tana, we talked a lot about not just domestic violence and gender-based violence, etc., but also like not only that, but the aftermath, like victim shaming and blaming, which I think is a very, very big thing.
yes.
And then the lack of resources for that. Like in schools, we're taught so much, but we're not taught about like the importance of mental health and what to do in these situations, especially when you're told it's so shameful and you should rather like stay quiet about it because like no, you're a victim. And like for me that was very upsetting, but it was not nice, but eye-opening to hear that it's also happening in her country, um and that she's also impacted by it, and like hearing that it bothers her as well. And I think like that is something that should be talked about more. So I'm very glad it was talked about. Yeah.
Yes, Mickey, I understand what you're saying, and that's the entire idea of having all this is that if things that you're not able to talk about and that people are not talking about, you talk about them here with each other. You have a community to talk to them about all this. Isabella,
Hi.
hi.
So, my problem was really difficult and was not happening just with me. So, Damien had an idea that really, really shocked me out because I could reach a lot of people just with art, and I didn't thought about that. And that was a really good idea that he gave it to me, and I wanted to share it with you and all of the people here. That I am really happy that he mentioned that.
Yes, you are lucky to have a cohort and have a community that you can go to that can help you with anything that you're dealing with.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow. Anybody else would like to go? Yes, Sonal.
Yeah, so we talked about the problems about, overpopulation and comments that people use and make so freely and frankly, and about body shaming and issues. So we came over agreeing to a sentence that education about academics and the subjects is not only the only education that we should be providing, but we never really talk about the education of equality and the real issues, and that is what leads to these problems, because no one is ever talking about them, and no one actually addresses them, which leads to the experiences the person experiences. And as long as you don't feel them personally, and as long as it doesn't happen to you, you may not even know that the problem exists. Yeah, so yeah, that's one thing that we talked about, that
Yes.
educating about these topics is necessary.
Yes, Sonal is bang on this, that when something happens to us, when there is something that we connect to, we kind of we have a personal relationship with it. We understand that problem, and that is very important to identify what we are passionate about. So next week is going to be your big problem declaration, and we don't want you to pick up something like poverty and global warming and climate change, big issues. We want you to tap into your own lives. What things have you dealt with? Because when you do that, you are able to find that connection with the problem within your life, and that is the kind of passion that everybody here is looking for. When you find something that small, and just so you saw, right, small moments that connect to big global issues, when you work upon these small moments, it can help solve the global issues as well. So the idea here is to get in touch with your lives, get in touch with your emotions, these impact making memories that are there because they kind of had a connection with you, they kind of changed your life in some way. And when you connect to them, you connect to the problems, and when you connect to those problems, that is the passion, that is the idea that you will be working upon for the next 100 days. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Steph, did you want to say something? I saw you raise your hand. You wanted to share something?
It was about your question earlier. I think a lot of us in our breakout room agree that our countries have so much in common. Like, I mean, Tiago, it's from Brazil, I think, and that's just below Mexico, a little bit, a few countries away. Yeah, but Melvin was from South Africa, which is not that close, but we still have a lot of problems in common, and I think that's kind of nice to see that there is actually that the problems that are happening in your country are happening in other countries, and that people actually worry about them too.
Yes. Yes, and when you get in touch with the community that comes from so many different places, I'm so sorry, there's a fly here that's troubling me. When you come from a community, from different communities, from different countries, you get to understand about the same problem in different ways, and that, everybody is going through it, and if you work upon it, it could be a real life-changing experience. All right, so on that note, let's have a quick chatterfall. Okay, are you guys ready? Get on to the Discord general chat, and we're going to have a chatterfall session. So you know the drill, right? I ask questions, quickly write the answers, and when I say chatterfall, hit send. Okay, any questions? Okay, let's start. Are you all on Discord? Send me a hi on Discord. Chatterfall. Yes, thank you so much. Which problem did you feel some heavy emotions for today? Chatterfall. Gender issues, inequality, education. Yes, yes. Mental health. Isabella's and the gender issues. Yes. Education. Perfect. Yes, gender issue. Okay. Next question. When you look back on all the stories that you heard today, name one image or one story that comes to your mind. Whose story does come? Somebody else's story that comes to your mind. Shadowfall. Melvin's, my friends, Sam's. Okay, I would love to know all these stories. Yes. Okay, Asar, it's okay. Okay, next question. What's a piece of someone else's story that you would love to find out more about? Chadfall. Okay. Yeah, I mean, write the issue also and person's name also. This is so amazing. Since you know what you want to ask about and whom you want to ask about, and you also know who is the other person who wants to know about your story, why don't you just get in contact with each other and get to know more about it? Okay, next question. Next question. What is a question that you are leaving with today? Charterfall. Yes, what can I do? Perfect, Lorenza. That's amazing. Yes, what can I do? Why the people are warm? Okay, what can I do? What can I do? Amazing. You guys are ready to be problem solvers, right? What will happen to humanity? Yeah, why are so many problems? How to make the right choice? Wow. So why the people are what they are? Okay. Why people act in that way? Great. Now, since next week is going to be your problem declaration, this question is a very important one. What are the 3 problems that you are deciding among? You have to write 3 problems that are at the top of your mind right now that you would, want to work on. And Charterfall. Education creates inequality, lack of fashion knowledge, different. Education, misinformation, health, poverty, inequality, violence, deforestation, unfair education, animal cruelty. Yes, differences in education, gender-based issues. Use of renewable energy. Injustices, prejudices, violence. Judging for the slightest reason. Perfect. Body shaming, animal cruelty, old people are lonely. Yes. All right. I want all of you to, go home with 3 problems at least for now. And you know what we're going to do next week, right? We are going to have our one-on-one mentor calls. We're going to decide upon the problem that you will be declaring to the world next Saturday. And I have given all of you task to prepare a problem sensing document. By our next mentor call, by the coming next mentor call in the next week, I would really appreciate if all of your problem documents are ready. Today's exercise, I really hope that it helped you dive deeper into your emotions. The stages that you finished for the past 2 weeks, they would have helped you dive deeper into the emotions, get connected with your own self, and then come out with the problems, things that make you uncomfortable around you. Every smallest thing that makes you uncomfortable is connected to a larger problem. If you solve that small thing, one piece of the bigger puzzle gets solved. Okay? Okay. So next week is going to be design thinking. It is very important. You're going to love it. I have done the exercises on the platform and they are amazing. Please go ahead and if you do them before our mentor call, that will be really amazing. But it depends on your own time and schedule also. So it's okay. Yeah, that is all I have for you. Would anybody like to share anything that they felt about today or for the past few weeks?
Sorry,
Yeah,
can you
I
repeat?
Sonal, just a
okay.
minute. Let me repeat
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Yeah, I asked, would anybody like to share whatever they felt for the last 2 weeks or they felt it during the contest? And Sonal, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to say that I have never thought about the things that we are thinking about now. And we have always been so, you know, not knowing about these problems. But now that we know and now that we are learning about them, everything around us feels like, oh, this was a problem and I was not even noticing it. And emotional intelligence is an important thing to learn because yeah, because when you are in certain situations and you, as the platform always also asks that if you act out, lash out, or just say weird things, you have to know why. You have to understand yourself, and it's important to because I'm thinking the way that I have never thought before about these problems. So that's one thing that I really, really appreciate. And I know that even if I do graduate from this platform, I'm never going to stop worrying about these problems, and I'm never going to, just leave it. It was never a 3 month thing. I'm always going to be knowledgeable and, yeah, knowing about my problems and my nature.
Yes. Thank you so much for saying that, Sonar, and sharing it with us. Even when I went on the platform for the first time, the difference between emotions and feelings, that they say that emotions come and go and they last for 8 seconds, and then feelings are what you're in actual control of. It actually had an impact on my life. So these things, they help you live better, maybe. And now that you are in a stage where you transforming, this is a very good time to learn all these things, because once you have a better control over your emotions, the way you react to certain situations, the way you understand the problems in the world and somebody else's problem that they are going through, and even your own problem, why are you going through something, why are you feeling something, it makes you in control of your own life. And that is a big power to have. Once you're in control of your life, it just changes everything. Okay. Okay, I know it is very intense. The race contest has been very intense, but that was the entire purpose of the contest, to get you feeling things and get you in contact with your inner self. Yes, Isabella, please.
So I wanted to share that I am really grateful for meeting you and everyone, because talking about those problems and trying to understand that is really important, and I will keep doing that after this course.
Yes.
Or this 100 days. And thank you. Just that.
Yes, thank you so much for saying that, Isabella. Yes, Janam.
One thing I learned today was that thinking about and talking about a problem is common, but working on it is very hard to do. Uh, Everyone don't know me personally, but I am famous for one thing. If I take a problem seriously, then I will complete it till it is done. So after hearing the story of Isabella, I made up my mind that I will solve her problem.
Wow. Wow, that is such a beautiful thing to say.
Thank you so much, Janam. Really, really. I am really emotional with this. So thank you so much.
You know, I want to say something to our group that even I had some mental depressions, bipolar disorders, and try to understand this word. I lived through it. There were times like I wanna die, but I made up my mind that it is not the time. I can do better than this. So to everyone who is facing any kind of problem, don't give up. If I am alive today, then you are also. In your heart, Those who have their own problems try to solve in calm way. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, don't be shy at all. It
This is
happens to
really
everyone.
important. Oh my God. You are amazing. Okay, you need to know that you are amazing. And keep doing this, keep thinking about this because you are, that you will have so much success. You don't see that right now, but you will see you have so much potential. Okay, so congratulations.
Thanks, Isabella. You are the second female to ap- appreciate me after Himanshi ma'am.
Wow, thank you, Renam.
You know
And yes,
one thing is that whatever we do, let's take an example of Greta Thunberg. She was so active, even uh, when talking in front of Trump, Donald Trump. Donald Trump was actually feared from that little girl that she was doing so big things, and like she was age of mine only, she's 18, and everyone can do if they want to give 24 hours in them, all 24 hours.
yes,
Thank you.
and all
And
your heart. Exactly. I'm so happy, Janam, that you brought up the example of Greta. And Greta is actually a big. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about her, but the way she has impacted the world, the way she has created, um, the way she has stood up to some of the most powerful people in the world, and that to a teenager. That's the power teenagers have. That's your power. You can stand up and nobody's going to stop you if you decide to stand up.
yeah,
Okay. And on that note, I would like to put an end to our contest today. I know some of you have to go to the sofa session too. I also have to go to that session. And I just love all of you. I'm so happy you are my cohort. Okay. Yeah, so again, be ready with the platform work. We're going to have our calls next week. Just have a look at the calendar, have a look at your time slot, which time slot you're going to meet me, and get ready with the work, get ready with the problem sensing document. We're going to, I hope that this session has helped you decide on the problems that you want to work upon. Next week, we have to finalize it. Yes. So I would really appreciate that the 3 problems that all of you mentioned in the Discord chat, uh, think about those 3 problems, because most likely one of them is going to be the problem that you will work upon. Think about them, everything that you can come up with. There are many verticals to one problem. The problem, if you say inequality, there are many verticals to inequality, and we have to zero down to one. We have to be very specific of what we are working upon. So that is what we have to do for the next 1 week. The platform work is going to be design thinking. That is again the same idea, break down a problem into different parts and then look at it from a different perspective. Okay. And again, we're going to meet next Saturday with your problems, the problem declaration. I will also be sending you the calendars for the entire 100 days so that you have an idea of when you're going to be doing what and what are your big milestones. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for sharing all that you shared. And this day is really special. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for the meeting
Thank you.
and
Bye.
see you next week.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.